Mansa Musa, the Golden King of Mali. In the heart of West Africa, during the 14th century, the Mali Empire flourished under the rule of one of history's most enigmatic and wealthy rulers, Mansa Musa. Born in 1280 into the Keita dynasty, Musa would ascend the throne of Mali under mysterious circumstances, becoming the ninth Mansa of the empire around 1312. His reign will mark the pinnacle of Mali's territorial expansion, cultural enrichment, and economic prosperity. His vast wealth, derived from the gold and salt trade, would earn him a legendary status, cementing his place in the annals of history as the richest ruler the world has ever known. Musa's path to the throne remains a subject of speculation. According to some accounts, his predecessor, Mansa Muhammad, embarked on an ambitious voyage across the Atlantic Ocean with a fleet of ships in search of unknown lands. When he never returned, Musa was appointed as the regent and later crowned as the ruler of Mali. Other sources suggest a more direct succession, possibly through intrigue and political maneuvering. Whatever the case, Musa took the mantle of leadership with a vision that would transform Mali into an empire of unparalleled wealth and prestige. Upon ascending the throne, Musa inherited an empire rich in natural resources. The Mali Empire controlled vast territories, including parts of modern-day Guinea, Senegal, Mauritania, the Gambia, and Mali. His dominion stretched over the former Ghana Empire, and through strategic military campaigns, he further expanded Mali's border to include the legendary cities of Timbuktu and Gao. These conquests not only solidified Mali's dominance in West Africa, but also positioned it as a crucial hub in the trans-Saharan trade network. Mansa Musa was a devout Muslim, and in 1324, he embarked on the pilgrimage to Mecca, Hajj, a journey that would forever alter the perception of his empire on the world stage. His caravan was nothing short of extraordinary, an ostentatious display of wealth that astounded all who witnessed it, accompanied by an entourage of 60,000 men, including soldiers, officials, merchants, and slaves. Musa's procession was adorned with gold, silk, and luxurious fabrics. His retinue included 12,000 slaves, each clad in brocade and Yemeni silk, carrying golden staffs, while 80 camels bore a load of gold dust, each carrying between 50 to 300 pounds of the precious metal. As Musa journeyed through the Sahara and into Egypt, he left an indelible mark on the city of Cairo. His generosity was so immense that he single-handedly destabilized the Egyptian economy by flooding the markets with gold. The sudden influx of wealth led to a depreciation in the value of gold that took a decade to recover. The historian Al-Umari noted that Musa's presence in Cairo was unprecedented in its grandeur and extravagance. Despite an initial diplomatic foxsparks between Sultan al-Nasir Muhammad, where Musa refused to bow before him, he quickly remedied the situation and earned the favor of the Egyptian courts. Continuing to Mecca, Musa's benevolence extended to Medina and the holy city itself, where he distributed gold among the poor and funded the construction of mosques. His return journey, however, was fraught with difficulty. The lavish spending had depleted his reserve, forcing him to borrow from Egyptian merchants at exorbitant interest rates. Nevertheless, the pilgrimage had served its purpose. It placed Mali on the world map and established diplomatic ties with the Islamic world. Mansa Musa's return to Mali heralded a new era of cultural and intellectual flourishing. Inspired by the grand architecture he had witnessed in the Middle East, he brought back Andalusian and Egyptian architects to transform his empire. The most renowned of these architects was Abu Ishaq al-Shahili, who designed the Jungereba Mosque in Timbuktu, a masterpiece of Sudano-Sahelian architect that stands to this day. Under Musa's patronage, Timbuktu emerged as a beacon of knowledge and learning. The University of Sankore was expanded, attracting scholars, jurists, astronomers, and poets from across the Islamic world. The city became synonymous with intellectual enlightenment, boasting thousands of manuscripts on subjects ranging from theology to mathematics. Mali was no longer just a kingdom of wealth, it was a center of education and Islamic scholarship. Economically, Musa reinforced Mali's dominance in the gold and salt trade. He established a robust taxation system and ensured that Mali's wealth was sustained through controlled trade routes. Merchants from Venice, Granada, and Arab world flocked to Mali, eager to partake in its riches. The empire's prosperity allowed Musa to commission grand public works including palaces, mosques, and fortifications. Despite his successes, Musa's reign was not without challenges. The Morsi kingdom launched an invasion, briefly capturing Timbuktu. Musa swiftly retaliated, reclaiming the city and reinforcing its defenses with a standing army. His later years were spent consolidating his empire's strength and ensuring its stability. Mansa Musa's death around 1337 marked the end of an era. His exact date of death remains debated, with some sources suggesting he passed away shortly after returning from his pilgrimage, while others claimed he ruled for several more years. He was succeeded by his son, Magan, but the empire would gradually decline in the subsequent decades. Yet Musa's legacy endured. His reign had not only expanded Mali's wealth and influence, but also established it as a global power. His pilgrimage to Mecca had made Mali renowned across Africa, the Middle East, and even Europe, where his name was recorded in the Catalan Atlas of 1375. His contributions to education, architecture, and Islamic scholarship left an indelible mark on West Africa. Mansa Musa's story is one of ambition, vision, and immense wealth. He transformed Mali into a superpower of its time, leveraging its resources to create an empire that flourished economically, culturally, and intellectually. His legendary pilgrimage, extravagant generosity, and dedication to Islam immortalized him as one of the most fascinating rulers in history. Even centuries after his death, the echoes of his golden empire continue to captivate historians and scholars, ensuring that the legacy of Mansa Musa, the richest king in history, remains eternal.